In this training video, I'm going to show you another technique you can use when it comes to finding meme coins. Obviously, we've spoken about Deck Screener and some of the other screening software in a lot of detail. This is one I really like too. So if you want to look for a Wave 3 setup, so this is a longer term, or Wave 2, if there's a newish coin that's been doing good the last 2-3 days and may have longer term potential, this is a really good way to find them as well, because it's impossible to follow everything on Twitter, everything everybody's saying, and keep track of all of these different coins. It's better you just see which ones are moving a little bit first, research them on the chart, look for the setups as I've shown you, and then take trades. Check your risk reward and take the trade. So this is called Banter Bubbles. Banterbubbles.com, BANTR, banterbubbles.com. Just search for it on Google, and it's completely free to use. When you come here, what you actually want to do is you want to filter it. So you'll see something like this when you come up. When you come up, you'll see some sort of screen like this. So you can check today, what are the things that are significantly going up and down. And sometimes it includes your meme coin as well. But obviously there are hundreds of thousands of different coins, meme coins, altcoins, and it's impossible to show them all in these bubbles here. So what we want to do is filter this. What you want to do then is go to the filter button here on the top, the one next to you. Just click on filter, and you've got the usual stuff that you might see with Deck Screener. You've got time frames, the bubble size representation, which I actually prefer to keep as performance. I want to know how much it's moved in terms of percentage. But we can also change it to volume sometimes too, but that will be less useful, because if it's a coin with smaller market cap, we just want to know if it's gone up 20 or 30%. The volume might still be really small, but we can get in early. Getting in early in these moves is what makes all the difference, as you guys know already. We're not going to mess about with the ecosystems here yet. First of all, I'm just going to show you how to categorize by meme. So if I click on meme, automatically it just popped up all of the meme ones that are moving in terms of either up in price or down in price. And then we can research them more. And we can even set the time frame, so we can go for hourly, and it's still on meme. And then let's have a look at these. So we can see here which ones might be moving. We don't care about the ones going down. That's not going to help us if we're looking to set up a trade, unless we're looking for significant pullback, and it's one we already know about. So for example, let's go on Toshi. So we can see Toshi, we can see recent movement here, but I don't want to do my analysis on here. I don't want to click any of these buttons. I want to take this particular one, and I actually want to go and find it in Deck Screener. So this is the same process. So basically we want to go to Deck Screener, and we want to click here, and we want to type in Toshi. And then we want to check which one it is, make sure we get the right one. So this particular one is showing up as, well, it's up a little bit on the day right now, and on the month it's up kind of 73%. On the day and the week it's actually down. If you go on Deck Screener, more than likely it's this first one here. It's the one with WETH, so it's an Ethereum one. So if you want to trade Ethereum, that's fine too. You can set this up. But mostly I tend to do Solana just because it's a lot quicker to do. They all have the same potential. Ethereum, Binance, and Solana, they all have meme coins doing really well. But Solana in particular, for this bull market cycle, seems to be the leader in terms of meme coins. So we're just going to wait for that to load up. Let's go back onto Banter here. So what we can do then is the next step, which is filter. But this time, we could do hourly again, but daily is probably better, because hourly, some of these move up and down and up and down, and you'll miss any significant overall moves. So I just shown you hourly as an example, but I prefer daily, performance, and then when I go down, memes, and then what I want to do is go for Solana ideally. So if you click on Solana here, these are all of the ones that are Solana meme coins that are moving. Now this is really, really useful. A lot of people online don't know about this kind of screening. This just saves you a lot of time. You can even move these bubbles around if you want to. It's kind of cool. But anyway, we're clicking on each of these. For example, this is chat. And then what we want to do is just look for them on a Deck Screener, and that's where we do our research. So for example, chat/soul, I can type it in directly here. And this particular one obviously is moving. So let's have a look and see if there's any kind of setups here for us. While I'm waiting for that to load up, you can see a few others have moved. Honk is one I've traded before. This was a while ago. I think it was maybe a couple of months ago. So these are longer term ones that have potential to go on a run. And that's what a Wave 3 setup is. And if we have a very, very strong meme coin season, some of these could go up to millions in market cap and maybe even billions as well. So very significant. Obviously on the chart, do the same thing. Don't worry about the numbers here. Switch to market cap so it all makes more sense. And market cap, the other good thing about it is you can even see this is 30 million and this is 60 million. So you know that's a 2x. You don't have to draw anything on it. It's kind of obvious. But this one you've seen suddenly took off on the first second, um, uh, and it's a kind of newish coin as well. So it's yet to kind of have its big move potentially. But we're seeing, what are we seeing here? Higher lows. We're seeing an ascending triangle pattern potentially forming. I really don't like to buy on the tops of these patterns. I like to buy on the dips of these patterns. It's got a decent dip at 45, so I may buy a small position myself and see. But for this to work, it needs to remain above this low here for it to make sense. It can get messy. We can suddenly get a breakout and then suddenly a dip and then it can go, but that's not commonplace. That's not usually what happens. And then the other thing you want to see with this next push up and breakout through 60 is volume. If you see volume push through 60 and it's been consolidating for, well, not that long, but maybe a week or so, then we can certainly push to the next level. And what do you think the next level is going to be? It's going to be 100 million. So it's a really, really good way to screen. On my other videos in this section, I'm literally going to go through some of the best setups one by one. I mean, you'll be doing your own analysis, but again, my main aim here is here to help you as much as possible. And if it's a longer term trade, so with meme coins, a way through a longer one where you might hold for weeks, hold it in profit and see how high it can run up, then it's a little bit easier for me to show you that setup. Now, if it's a trade that's only going to take a few hours, there's no point in me showing you. By the time I made the video, the moment's gone and you should have sold already. So that's why I don't tend to show setups. I tend to show you how to make your own setups. But I will show you a couple of coins that I'm looking at that seem to be setting up really well. So we'll discuss that in the next video. Thanks for listening.